Coming to you live and electrified, this is live from the Double R, the podcast, the only podcast about Twin Peaks that's recorded from the Double R Diner. I'm Casey.
And I'm Kevin.
Dude, nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you, man. Noah's not here. It's just you and I.
Just you and I in this booth. It feels a bit big and cold and
big and cold. Well, it's a good thing we're both sitting on the same side of the booth.
Yeah. That is warming me up a little bit.
Keeping each other warm.
Yeah.
In that way.
Especially with your nice wool, your plaid wool blazer shirt.
It's a new blazer. I got it from the Horn Department Store.
Oh.
The Horn Department Store.
One of those
this
pretty counter girls help you out.
Yeah.
To get some perfume for the missus.
There's something up with those. They come and go. As soon as I get used to them, they're gone.
Ship them out.
It's like something happens to them.
Someone should investigate that.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'd like to know what they find.
Me too.
Post investigation.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So we're here. We're going to talk about episode 12 of Twin Peaks: The Return. But before we get into that, don't drink that coffee.
What? Why not?
Because there was mail in the percolator.
Oh,
dude. God. And I actually have to read this email before we get going. And then we're going to talk about the episode. We're going to do a few things. But then I promise we will talk about episode 12 of Twin Peaks. But first,
great.
We got a piece of email. Do you know people that say like, hey, would you like to send me email? Send me email.
Oh.
Don't send me but they say, they don't say like send me an email. They just say send me email.
Oh my God. No, I've never come across someone and if someone said that to me, I'd probably slap them.
Slap them?
Yeah.
You'd break all social conduct and just slap them?
Yeah. Well, they've already broken social conduct
it's their
by
fault.
saying email. Send me email.
They're asking for it.
What are they? A blockhead?
Anyways, this is an email.
What is this anyways?
And it's sent to somebody that I know very well. This person happens to be my wife.
Oh!
Emily Ronning.
Your wife? Yeah.
My wife.
What's up, Em?
Yeah, she says, the title of the email is, did you know Moby was born on 9/11/1965?
Well, of course he was.
She goes on to write, hi guys. Webster's Dictionary defines motif as a dominant idea or central theme.
There you go, Case.
It seems that Casey was using the word correctly, although too often. Maybe you need to worry less about the definition and worry more about synonyms for words you are overusing. Oh, sorry, Casey. You might need to know what Webster's Dictionary defines synonym as sorry.
You do need a dictionary, brah.
Webster's Dictionary defines synonym as one of two or more words or expressions of the same language that have the same or nearly the same meaning. Thanks a lot. And she also writes, anyway, love the show and wish you guys would talk more about Moby and other musicians you dislike. Now that'd be a great podcast. Casey's first wife.
Thanks, Emily.
Yeah, thanks for sending that in.
That was a well-worded and well-thought-out email. I'm glad you sent email.
Thanks for sending email.
Yeah.
She's a lovely human for sending that email.
Yeah, such a great human.
I value her so much as a human.
Yeah.
On this earth.
It's the fact that she took the time to... I just saw an ad, actually, today.
Yeah.
I just saw an ad that said that we treat our customers like, well, humans.
Oh, because we'll treat them as what they are. As humans.
It's what they don't even have a choice in being. For those of you who are just scratching your heads going, what are these doofuses talking about? Case has a real problem with people using the word humans to describe people.
As though it's like some new way to just label a person as like, this person is an exceptional human.
That's what I'm saying. We don't have it like.
It's just one of my meaningless gripes.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it's pretty meaningful.
Do you?
Yeah.
But
It carries great meaning.
thanks, man. It's steeped in meaning. Would you say?
Steeped in meaning.
Yeah. Hey,
Like a ginger tea.
real
Yeah.
quick, before we're gonna talk about the episode. We will get to
We
it.
will. Promise.
But I kind of wanted to do something. My second favorite podcast of all time is called The Great Debates.
okay.
And something they do from time to time is a segment called What You Watching.
Okay.
And I just like am really curious to hear, Kevin, what you watching. I know it goes without saying that one of the things you're watching, it's obvious, is Twin Peaks.
Twin
The
Peaks.
Return,
Directed by David Launch.
in which we are talking about now. But
yes. Yep.
I'm super curious to know, and this is just like a safe space and outlet. You can tell me what else you're watching.
Right.
What's really like doing it for you, man?
You know, life.
Yeah, you're watching the days,
Here's
the
what I'm
days of
watching.
your life.
I'm watching the flowers grow.
Yeah,
I'm watching the stars twinkle
Mm-hmm.
at night. I'm watching my daughter
yeah,
grow taller, older, wiser,
that's great.
lose teeth.
That is steeped in meaning.
Yeah.
But I'd also go as far. I have a hunch that you're also watching a little bit of baseball, and you're also have been watching Dunkirk.
Yeah.
And I'd like to hear you talk about whatever you're watching, whether it be a film or movie, or the real meaningful things in your life. But just like unpack that.
Just unpack it?
Just speak whatever you want to speak on. Speak on that.
You know, I'm a big, you're not, you hit the nail on the head, Case.
Mm-hmm.
I am a Chicago Cubs fan, and I enjoy watching them on the TV when they perform baseball.
When they conduct a performance.
When it's match day. Yeah.
Yep.
I thoroughly enjoy that. I like watching the pitchers throw the ball.
Yeah.
I like watching the catchers catch the ball. I like watching the hitters hit the ball. And I like watching the fielders field the ball.
Is there anything about the game that you don't like to watch?
I mean, the commercials. Am I right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But the actual game, no. I love it all.
You love it all.
I love it.
The whole thing.
The drama, the suspense,
Mm-hmm.
the action,
Yeah.
the
The crack of the bat.
the crack of the bat, the sunflower seed
Yep.
eating.
Mm-hmm.
I love it all.
Yeah. Have you
about-
ever seen a stolen base?
I did. I have.
Wow. When was this?
It was not. I mean, it couldn't have been. It couldn't have been more than a week ago.
Wow.
It was not 7 days ago
Wow.
that I witnessed a player stealing
Base stolen.
base stolen.
Wow.
You gotta keep your eyes peeled.
Yep.
You turn away for a second, base gets stolen.
You got to pay attention, but it'll happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like that pitcher. You gotta pay attention.
You got to pay
If you're
attention.
not paying attention, you're gonna get a base stolen.
What are you doing with your life?
How about you, Case? What you watching?
What you watching? That's all? You just want to talk baseball,
Okay.
Dunkirk? Do you watch any TV shows? What you watching, man?
I'm watching Twin Peaks. I'll occasionally watch an episode of Parks and Rec.
Okay. Now, Kev, now we're talking.
All right.
Yes.
Occasionally, I'll watch
Yes.
an ep of Parks and Rec because they just feel like my friends.
Yeah, you just
All
throw it
the
on.
characters.
You just throw it on.
Sit back.
It's always great.
It's always great. Reliable. There's a few clunkers here and there, but otherwise,
Sure.
solid.
Yeah.
You know, what else am I watching? I'm watching a lot of TV commercials because that's what my job
That's
is.
what your job is.
Yeah. I mean, my job isn't to watch TV commercials, but sort of is.
Yeah. It's sort of everybody's job to watch TV.
Damn right.
Isn't
As
it?
an American.
Yeah, that's part of your duty as a person living in the modern world.
Just watch a commercial, go out, buy something.
Yep.
Be a consumer in this world.
Contribute something for once.
God.
Yeah, hey,
Yeah.
do you kind of miss Mark Brandanowitz? I feel like he got sort of the short end of the stick. You know, the show really turned around when he left,
Yeah.
but it's not his fault.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I do feel kind of bad for the guy, but he was boring as bad shit.
Dead weight?
Really?
Really?
Yeah, he just go back and watch it, and he spends his time just talking like this. He's just a wet blanket.
Wait a second. Parks and Rec? There's a character on that show called Anne.
Yeah.
Familiar?
Yeah. Wait.
Rashida Jones?
Yeah.
You know who her mom is? Do you know who her mom is?
No.
Do you know who her mom is? Norma, dude. Norma Jennings. Do you know? That's her mom.
Really?
Yeah. Did you not know that?
I didn't know that.
Norma Jennings.
Wait, that's her real mom.
In real life is her mom, and her dad is Quincy Jones. That's not a joke.
You know, just the way that you said it. Quincy Jones.
Quincy Jones.
Oh, I knew her dad was Quincy Jones, but
Yeah.
I didn't know that her mom was Norma.
Yes.
God,
I knew we would get somewhere with what you watching.
she's just in back there, just going through her records and
She.
with her phone right there.
I know she has no
We should
time to
ask her
do
about
anything
that.
except go through her books.
Oh, jeez.
What is she calculating?
You know, I think really she's just drawn pictures of flowers and unicorns and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And she's pretending.
I think she's drawing cubes,
she's slacking on the job. Yeah,
cubes and peace signs,
yeah, cubes and peace signs.
and the Stussy S
Yeah, for sure.
all over that desk.
Yeah,
She's running out of room at this
tubes,
point. Tubes, a
tubes,
cylinder.
a cylinder. Yeah,
It's fun to draw that stuff.
it's so much fun. You can spend a lot of time drawing that stuff.
You can. So Dunkirk, you watched it too, right?
I'm watching Dunkirk.
I know that because we watched it together.
We did. We went and saw it.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
It's like a pretty cool movie.
Well, it was pretty cool. Yeah.
It's like really cool.
Yeah, it was like when I saw Tom Hardy flying around in a freaking airplane, I was like, that's pretty cool.
This is fucking cool. It's like 3 timelines going on at different times.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
It's pretty cool.
It was a cool movie. I like that movie. It was like really cool.
And then like Tom Hardy like shoots down other planes with his plane. Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. It's like, it's cool because that's like actually happened in history. That's
Pretty cool.
People
right?
don't really take the time to look back and know that this stuff actually happened.
I mean, geez, people
And it's pretty cool.
appreciate. Yeah,
Appreciate it.
it's pretty cool. But I think it's cool. I think people appreciate it now, which is pretty cool.
You think so?
I think so.
Yeah.
I was listening to a friend of mine. Ryan has a podcast. It's called I don't know.
Shout it out. Your friend Ryan has a
my
podcast
friend
and you don't know the
Ryan
name of
Sim. I've just forgotten the name of it. I think it's called Everything You Like Is Bad.
it? Okay.
And he goes on to talk about Dunkirk, and he puts them out there, and I really thought about. He is a big. He is not a
Critic?
Nolan fan,
Uh-huh.
and he does not like Nolan's films.
Sure.
He says that they're all emotion and
Dude,
style.
Wait. Nolan Ryan never made a film. All
Really?
he did was fight people on the mound.
Man, he was good at that, though.
Yeah. He's a hard ass.
He doesn't need to make a film because he fought so well.
Yeah.
He fought valiantly.
He's a hard ass. Do not charge the mound against this guy.
When
He'll put you in a headlock and he'll just like
He'll
punch
just
your
keep
skull.
bashing your skull.
Yes.
At the age of 47 or however.
Did he do
old
that a
was.
bunch of times, or is it just the one time that I saw that video
It's
of?
pretty much just the one time.
Okay. So yeah, sorry to cut you off there. It's not Nolan Ryan that you're talking about. You're actually the person that your friend was talking about was actually
Christopher Nolan, the director of Dunkirk.
Yeah. So now you can continue.
He just said that he thinks all of Nolan's films are emotion and style
Okay.
and or aesthetic, or I can't remember what the fuck he said. But anyway, who cares?
Anyway, well, that's been What You Watching.
Are you gonna say what you watching?
I saw Dunkirk. I've been watching a show called Riverdale.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with this one?
No.
It's on the CW,
Oh wow.
which is sort of like modern day WB.
Yeah.
It's pretty bonkers show. It's like they took the characters of the Archie comics, cast them, and it's filmed in like live action. But these people sort of look like what the comic versions look like, and they have the names and stuff.
Oh, wow.
And so it's a modern day teen like drama soap mystery. It's really weird, and it's weird. It's weird in concept, but it's not weird enough. And it gets a lot of people are saying that it's sort of like Twin Peaks, like it's an ode to Twin Peaks, but it's not strange in the way Twin Peaks is. But there is like a murder in this small town that takes place in the Northwest, and Shelley's in it.
Oh really?
Yeah, and Luke Perry,
Really?
Dylan himself.
Dylan himself.
It's like very referential to
it's
the like teen soaps of our.
So is it just a
past, like-
big bite off of Twin Peaks?
No, not really. It's more of a bite off like the OC and 90210
Okay.
and Dawson's Creek and stuff like that.
Okay.
Which I love.
Oh, okay.
I don't think like it's good. It's not like quality TV, but I really do enjoy it
But you
a
got
lot.
into it.
Yes.
It was your generation.
Yeah. Was that a little past your time?
No, I mean we're basically the same generation.
Yeah.
But
Did you watch 90210?
yeah, I did.
Yeah.
My older sister did. So whatever she did, I just didn't think it was very cool. So
But that
Riverdale.
That shows it's cool.
Is it worth my time? That's the question
No.
I have. Okay.
No.
Oh,
Only if you had absolutely nothing to do, I'd say watch one episode and you'll know if you like it or not. But it's not like
right.
it's not something you need to watch.
Sorry, I completely blanked on the last couple of weeks. I've been watching a lot. Just
Yeah,
real
that's what I kind of figured.
quick. Sorry,
but-
dude. I completely. My wife and daughter.
What you're watching is still open. Let's go for it.
Is it still open? Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, your wife and daughter, yes.
My wife and daughter were in Australia, and I
Uh-huh.
was here. I was apart from them. I was by my lonesome for about 2 weeks.
Okay.
So I was watching a lot.
2 weeks. That's a fortnight plus a quarter fortnight.
No, it's a fortnight.
2 weeks is a fortnight? I
2
thought it was
weeks.
a week and a half.
No, it's 2 weeks.
Okay.
And I know this because I lived in a country where they use fortnight. Like,
It's
seriously.
exactly 2 weeks. Why would I think it was a week?
so.
I mean, I'm obviously wrong because no one would ever use a week and a half as
Yeah,
a
that'd
unit.
be way too hard to calculate.
It'd be 3/4 of a fortnight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so they were gone for a week, fortnight.
So I was watching. I rewatched Band of Brothers.
Ooh.
It was tight. It's a great show.
It's
great show.
really great.
It's really good.
I'm envious
It's really
of you rewatching it.
Oh man, I tell
What'd you
what.
pick up on this time? Anything new? A new experience, or are you just reliving?
Reliving it all.
Yeah.
It was it was a little bit harder for me to watch.
Mhm.
People, I've mentioned this numerous times when I'm a bit more sensitive now that I'm a father and things affect me more. So when people
Right.
were dying and stuff, that was a bit harder to
It's
take.
rough, yeah.
Because I put myself in their shoes and it sucks. So that was tight. I've also been watching Baby Driver.
You've been watching Baby Driver.
Yeah, I went. I've been.
Okay.
Yeah,
Did you split it up into multiple viewings?
I did. I went and watched the first 15 minutes one night,
Okay.
and came back watched the next 15 minutes.
Okay. Did you
And
work out something with the guy? You stamp your ticket and say, "Hey, I watched the 15 minutes.
I did. I was.
I'm
like,
gonna come back
"Hey,
in
man,
2 weeks."
You're gonna recognize my face. Oh, I went back every night.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
and I was like, "Hey, man, it's me again." He was like, "Yeah, cool."
yeah.
And I bought the big popcorn,
Mm-hmm.
and even though I left the premises, I kept the bag, and I came and I just got refills every
Yep.
time.
Yep. Hit me with a letter grade on Baby Driver. I'm dying to know.
Have you seen it?
No,
You've
I
never
can't
seen
wait
it?
to see Baby Driver.
It's pretty tight. Some of the it was funny because some of the Americana stuff, overt Americana things, were it was kind of like, all right,
Oh, a little much.
yeah, a little much at times.
Yeah.
And like Baby himself, like the way that he is with his music and listening to it, it was like, all right, chill
Yeah.
out a little bit.
Right.
It's a bit over the top.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was cool. It was tight.
Cool.
Yeah.
Would you recommend it?
Well, yeah, sure.
From what I've heard, it's a great summer movie experience.
Yes. I mean,
Fun. A
when you
rollicking
compare
ride.
it, listen, the alternative, what's the alternative for your summer
Hey,
blockbuster?
don't tell me to listen. I'm already listening. I have headphones.
Sorry, dude.
I hear you. Hey, wait a second.
What?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Okay, continue.
It's better than like your Transformers or your Van Helsing or Triple X. or, you know, stuff like that.
Right.
Anyways, that's what I've been watching.
You quite enjoyed it. That's great.
Thanks.
I love that.
Thanks. Hey,
What's up?
thank you.
You're welcome.
I liked that.
All right, that wraps up what you watching.
Tight.
I've also been watching Game of Thrones, but everyone else is doing that too. We don't have to
okay.
talk about that. Kev, let's talk about Twin Peaks, our show.
Let's talk about Twin Peaks.
It's episode 12.
Also, officially to wrap up,
Yeah.
thanks, Emily, for that email.
Yeah, thanks for that email.
You absolutely toasted Case on that one. Did she say any of that stuff to your face, or did she just
Nope.
write it down? in email?
No, she doesn't speak to me.
Burnt to a crisp.
Yeah. We only email these days with one another.
You send email?
We send email
Right.
back and forth all day long.
Just sitting at your separate computers
Yep.
saying, what do you want? What do you want for dinner? Oh no, what do you want?
I always do that. She asks me a question, I say, I don't know. What do you whatever. Because I don't have time to make decisions.
Got way too much.
Our email thread is infinite at this point.
You guys have an email thread?
Yeah, we have a thread. That's the only way we communicate.
Oh, right. Oh, of
So
course.
the thread
God,
is
it's got to be thousands.
thousands.
Here's the question.
Yeah.
What is the subject of that email thread? Because you would have started you would have sent first email ages ago.
It's the subject is marriage communication.
Right.
And that's how we communicate.
So
Over email.
several
server.
times a day, one of you will send email.
Yep. And then when we go on vacation together, it's a problem because when we go on vacation together, we both have our vacation. What do you call it? The alert, the prompt. Like
out of office?
the out of office. If we both set those and we just can't talk to each other the
You talk
entire
to each
time
other,
we're on
you can't figure
vacation.
anything out. So if one of you like goes to the store while you're on vacation, and you look around and you're like, "Where's my wife?" You've got no idea.
I go
where she is.
to type. I go, "Where are you?" I type, "Where are you?" on my phone.
It says,
Send.
"Hi, thanks for your message. Sorry I can't reply. I'm currently out
Out
of the
of office.
out of office until a date
Yeah. It's very problematic. And we're working on a solution.
for emergency. If it's
Kevin.
an emergency, yeah.
I assure you, we're working on a solution
Okay.
to our problem.
Anyway,
Hey, think about
thanks for the email, Emily. It was tight.
think about a musician you hate that we can get back to.
Okay.
But in the meantime, we're going to talk about episode 12
12
of Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks.
I watched this on my TV
Okay.
with the sound on
Oh, good.
in its entirety.
Finally.
Yep, and I'm ready to talk about it now.
Okay.
Okay, it opens up with Albert, Albert Cole is sitting at a table, and they're talking about shit.
Yeah.
And they're talking about. Wait, do they kind of like talking code or something? Is this
They're-
when they cheers?
Yeah, they cheers, and then they sort of invite Tammy into
Tammy.
the fold of the Blue Rose crew.
Yeah, they give a brief history on Blue Rose.
Yep. Which was neat. Which is neat to hear them talk about that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, this episode is top front loaded.
So front loaded.
I had it left me with a bitter taste in my mouth at the end of it. But now, as I'm recalling how it begins, I quite liked these scenes at the beginning, and by the end of it, I did not like the scenes.
Okay, right.
So yeah, they basically let her in to Blue Rose.
They let her into Blue Rose. What a special privilege.
What a special privilege.
That would imagine you got let into Blue Rose. I mean, she was understandably emotional about it, right? She was kind of
Yeah, taken
choked
aback.
up and yeah,
Yep.
it's tight.
But she earned it.
She
She's-
did.
she's in good
agent.
company.
Yeah.
And then Cole has his date over in his hotel room. I'm so jealous of them all just hanging out at a hotel.
Yeah, God, that would be awesome.
Wouldn't that be sick?
You can hang out in the lobby and just drink stuff
Yeah.
on the government dime.
Yep.
And just stay in a hotel.
Yeah.
Just like, Case,
Huh.
do you like staying in hotels?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love doing that.
yeah, it's so
I love
much
to
fun.
I
isn't
love to check into my room. I love to go in there. I like to be really tidy with my things in the room.
it?
You know what I
Yes.
mean?
I like to have, ideally, the moment I walk into the hotel room
Yep.
and the moment I leave, they look exactly the
They
same.
look exactly the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
No
If
mess.
you're at a place where the cup that's provided that you can fill with water, if it's in like a plastic thing, you open it. So many people will open the plastic thing and just like
Just
put
toss.
it, like leave it on the
Yeah.
counter of the bathroom or something like that. Put it in the garbage
where it belongs.
where it belongs. These are the things I'm talking about. You
Yes.
gotta stay tight. You gotta put your luggage in a spot and not just but make it look like a bomb went off in your luggage and your shit is all over
get
the
it
hotel room.
together, people.
Drives me nuts.
Drives me nuts. Don't you have any self-respect? Any?
I ask
any
of you,
decency?
do you not?
Are you not?
Are you not with respect?
Put it on the damn rack thing in the closet.
Yeah, so I love to do that. And you know what? I learned a trick from you because we've stayed
Yes.
in many hotel
I was
rooms
just gonna
together.
bring this up.
I learned a trick that I love to do, and I think about you every time I do it.
Preach.
At the end of the night,
Yep.
take your pants off,
Yep.
and you hang them up. You hang them by the back belt loop on a hanger in the closet.
Bingo.
You don't need to fold them up. You don't need to let them sit in a disgusting pile on the floor. You hang them up.
You hang them up.
It's the very best.
I'm so pleased that you brought that up. And
Yeah.
I'm so pleased that I could make a difference in your life in that way.
We should start a little each. You and I have sort of like pillars to live by.
Yes.
There are certain things that we both agree on that are things that you sort of have to do.
Yeah.
One of them is hanging your pants up in the closet.
Hang your damn pants up
I
in
think
the
I'm
closet.
proposing that each week, each episode, we should present our listenership with another pillar.
Yes.
So let this be number one. You're in it, and anyone can do this.
Anyone can do it. You don't need to. The only requirement.
Yeah,
The only two requirements. First, having pants.
having pants.
That's not hard. That's pretty accessible for most people.
right. And if you're wearing something other than pants, write us in, and we will give you instructions on what to do
Yeah.
with any other garment that you're wearing.
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
And also let us know if you're not wearing pants. What are you wearing?
Exactly. Kind of what I want to know. You know what I mean?
The only other requirement is being in a hotel.
Being in a hotel. You can do this at home as well
You
if you
can do
want.
this at home.
But it really feels great in a hotel room. So I love to do that. I love to watch cable
Oh man.
at a hotel.
Oh, just lie on that bed.
Yep. I like to take advantages of all free things offered at the hotel.
Ugh.
A continental breakfast, maybe like cookies or an apple or something at the desk when you check in.
Ooh, those hotels that have cookies at the
Oh.
desk. I mean, heaven, right?
Heaven.
Heaven. So tight.
Yes. This has been hotel talk.
Hotel talk.
So
So they're at a hotel,
yeah, he's got his date over. They're snuggling up
And-
on the couch, and he's telling a story.
and I'm led to believe that Gordon Cole was a little bit of a plowmaster.
Yeah, I believe so. What town are they in right now?
Oh, I can't even remember.
I don't know. I haven't been following exactly where they are.
I don't know, and I'll be honest, I don't really care.
But I'm only wondering because if it could educate us on who this woman is in any regard. But I think we're just led to believe he's got connections wherever he is. He can find companionship.
Companionship. He's a friendly, affable plowmaster that can woo any woman into
Any
his
woman.
chambers
Yeah.
for a glass of wine.
Yep.
Who? Yeah. Do you know
Did I notice what?
how long it took her to leave that room?
Well, yeah, of course. That was like something that I think they kind of attempted with other stuff in this episode that like really worked for me. I was
Yeah.
giggling all throughout that. It was so uncomfortable.
Yeah, it was.
But I was-
ridiculous.
Oh my goodness, my cat
Your
just jumped
cat is on my lap. Hello, cat.
So, yeah, Albert comes to the door.
Yeah.
He's got to talk to Cole.
Yeah.
He says, "Can your guest please wait downstairs?"
She has one more sip of wine.
She puts her sweater on,
Yep.
and all the while just keeps looking back at Cole and giggling and smiling. She sips her wine. She touches up her makeup.
Oh God, everything. Like cleans out her mouth. Rubs her. Anyway,
I could watch that scene over and over. That was
It
so
was-
good.
she has one more sip of wine and she goes, "Oh," because she just loves how good it tastes. And then Gordon says, "It's a good one." I thought that was pretty good.
Yes. I am in full support of this scene.
Her level of preparation to leave that room was just something else.
Something else. I would love to live with that sort of pace to my life. You know? I find that in my
Like-
day to day, I'm always rushing to do things. There's never enough time in the day to give the attention
And time,
each moment deserves.
true.
This woman she's living in the present.
She
You know?
really is. It's inspiring.
It's inspiring to me. And I think it bothered Albert a little bit. You know, Albert, he was trying to,
He was a little bit impatient.
come on, get out of here. But
Yeah.
I really appreciate that,
Yeah.
what she did.
And Gordon just loved it.
He loved it.
He was just along for the ride.
Yeah. And Albert is keeping tabs on Diane's texts.
Yeah,
That's
right.
what he needed to talk to her about.
Yep.
Something about Las Vegas. They haven't asked me yet.
Yeah, that whole thing hasn't really revealed itself yet, has it?
No, I don't
Well,
think so.
nothing has really.
Right. That's about it for this scene, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I think, and the next thing I remember seeing is Sarah Palmer. Which,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
okay. Laura Palmer. Sarah Palmer. It's sort of like,
Yeah.
come on. Those names are so similar.
It's so similar.
You know what I mean?
like, be original.
It's like-
Try to do
like-
something different.
Yeah, it's like Don Smith. Dad is John Smith.
Yeah.
Brother is
Bond.
Bond Smith.
other brother is Ron Smith.
Lazy.
So lazy.
So lazy. So
Han Smith.
Han Smith.
Klon Smith.
Braun Smith.
Sean.
Sean Smith. Yes. Nice pull.
Tron.
Tron.
Juan. Smith.
Yes. Excellent. So she's in the liquor store or the grocery store, whatever.
Whatever it is.
I think it's safe to say that she wigs out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you'd be pretty
Something's
safe in saying
up
that.
with Sarah Palmer.
Something is afoot.
And it's all stems from the turkey jerky. She sees that turkey jerky and she starts to wig out.
I tell you what, that's what I wanted to eat, by the way, this episode.
That's what you want to eat?
Yeah.
Turkey jerky or the beef jerky?
Turkey. Turkey is a bit healthier.
Jerky is good.
Jerky is really good.
This is something I've been saying. I've been campaigning. Jerky is good.
No one's listened to you, and I'm ready to give you credit now.
Thanks, man.
It's really good.
I like teriyaki jerky. It's good.
It's good. It tastes good.
It tastes good. I don't care what you're saying, what you've heard. It's good.
So she starts wigging out.
She starts wigging out. The guy there, the little boy, offers to deliver her stuff because she left without taking her
Yeah.
$100 of liquor.
Yeah. And you know what's interesting?
What?
What happens again? Does she hear something, or
I think she's transfixed on the turkey jerky, starts asking about it. She hadn't seen it there. What's it made of? Is it different? And then starts to say, you have to leave. This place is dangerous.
right,
So weird shit like that.
right.
Yeah. And the cashier is really, I give her credit. She's like asking all the right questions. She's like being respectful, but also kind of saying like, hey, Sarah, get it together.
Yeah,
You're talking
snap
like
out of
a
it.
crazy person.
Yeah. God. You know what's interesting is
What?
in the
What?
I'll tell you. Love that. You know what's interesting?
What?
You know what's interesting?
What?
I'll tell you. It's in the credits for this episode.
Yeah.
Laura Palmer is listed in the credits.
What?
I didn't see her in the episode.
That's so
So-
odd because why would you list somebody that's not in it?
But I don't know. Maybe there's some weird.
Has she been in everyone because they show her photo in the credits or something?
Maybe. I'm such a fucking idiot.
It's still interesting to me.
Thanks, man.
Of course.
Appreciate it.
So then Hawk goes to her house,
Oh yeah,
and
that was weird.
Hawk's the man.
Hawk's the man.
I feel like if anyone was gonna get through to her, it could be Hawk.
I just wanted him to hold her,
Yeah.
give her a hug, and just take all her pain away.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's got the power to do that.
Yeah.
So
When he's talking to her, there's like a stirring.
yeah.
Something moves and we don't know what it is. You know what I
was
think
that?
it is?
What?
Moby.
Damn, Moby, what are you doing?
She has Moby over,
He's just.
and he's like,
I was
He's like-
wondering if you had any cookies or.
I need inspiration. We need to write a song together. I have all the lyrics written. It's done.
It's done.
I have the lyrics. I wrote the bass.
The song's done.
I wrote the bass in 5 minutes. It's done.
I'm here. Excuse me. When you record the song, can you please not change the click track, please?
You can't do that while I'm
You
recording.
can't do that while I'm recording.
It's against the rules. You can't do it. You don't know the rules.
The song's done.
You don't
Song's
know the
finished.
rules. It's against the rules to do that. Don't do that. You can't do that. I'm Moby. You can't do that. Don't do that while I'm doing this.
Fuck you, Moby.
Fuck you, dude.
God.
So I think he went to her house to try to record a song.
Yeah. And you know what I noticed when he was coming to the door or whenever it was, from the outside, you could see that the fan,
You could see Moby.
the fan was running. Yeah. Which means that when the fan is running in the house, Moby is near.
Yes. He's got to cool his bald head.
It's too hot from being an absolute dickhead. What other musicians do you hate?
I'm really blanking on musicians that I hate.
He might be one of the only ones I really.
I didn't hate him until you told me how much he sucks.
Thanks, man.
So now I hate him with you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Kid Rock?
You hate him? Yeah, he sucks. I mean,
He
he sucks.
sucks. But he doesn't inspire the kind of like ire that
The disgust.
Moby does.
Yeah.
We'll come back to this.
Yes,
We'll come back to this.
we will.
Anyway, in the original series,
the ceiling fan.
there's something about the ceiling fan and Bob being present or evil or whatever. So I saw that ceiling fan
was-
spinning.
yeah.
And I got a worrying.
It was a really
about-
cool image of the ceiling fan. There was a cool
Yeah.
I can't remember offhand, but like the speed of it and
Yeah,
something,
yeah,
like
like-
the lighting on it was really cool.
Yeah, and Sarah running down the stairs in slow motion. And
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway. So that was it.
I feel so bad for her. She's got no one,
She's got no one, dude.
man. And she's wigging out.
Straight Chief wigging out.
Really, it's really nice of Hawk to go pay her mind.
Yeah.
Pay her a visit.
Yeah, Paradise.
Yep.
Yeah.
So then we get Ben Horn. Ben Horn's at his office,
Ben Horn's at his office.
and
yep.
True Man comes in
Yep.
to deliver news. There's no good way to say it. Your grandson ran over that boy.
Yeah. There is really no good way
Put
to say
Miriam in the hospital.
it. Yeah.
She needs an operation. True Man's wondering if he would please pay for her medical expenses.
You know what he says?
You got it.
You got it. Of course.
You got it. This was a really great scene. This was the most Ben he's been.
Yes.
It was
Absolutely.
awesome, Ben.
Yeah.
He's like
Definitely.
He's just defeated.
Yeah.
He's being a weirdo.
Yeah.
And then he starts talking about his bike. The bike his dad got him.
Because I loved that bike. I loved that bike that my father got for me. Is what he says.
End quote.
End quote.
It was really good.
That was great.
I loved
That was-
it.
That was funny.
There's some really good. This show is really paying respects to the people that have passed, or, I mean, I guess the guy who played Harry Truman hasn't passed or anything, but like that. But it's like they never miss an opportunity to sort of bring him up
Yeah, it's
in sort of a
great.
tender way and be like, hey, remember this guy?
Yeah.
Let's like talk about him fondly.
It's pretty tight.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. Let's
Yeah.
address the
And
situation.
like I said before with the guy who played Major Briggs, like that, he's on this show without being on the show.
Totally.
You know,
That's
Really
a pretty
cool.
good. If you can accomplish that as a filmmaker,
Yeah.
that's pretty tight.
Yes.
Here's a fun little bit of trivia.
What?
Who's what's the guy's name that's playing True Man right now?
Oh, Forster. Robert Forster.
Robert Forster. He was slated to be True Man in the original series.
Really.
Yes, and then he couldn't do it because of, as they say in Hollywood, scheduling conflicts.
Sure.
Quote unquote.
Yep.
Scheduling conflicts. Right? I mean,
Imagine if he would have been True Man, original True Man.
that would have been something else. Well, we got him now.
We got him.
We got him.
Yes. That's they really created an excellent solution to the problem put in front of them.
They addressed the elephant in the room,
Yeah.
and they did something about it.
And it's great.
It's tight.
And it's great. I like it.
He's great. He's a great True Man.
Yes. So this is a great scene. I give this scene a thumbs up.
Yep, it was nice. And it was nice to see Ben acknowledge the key.
Yeah. Right.
And to give that to
he's gonna, as a gift. Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah. It was good dialogue because he kept asking him, like, he said a few different times, do you think he'd like it?
Yeah, and he was like, yeah, it
He
was
would.
kind of like, can I get it then?
Yeah.
Can you give me the key already? Yeah.
I loved too when True Man left and then Barbara, is that her name?
Yeah.
She comes in and he basically repeats what was told to him and he asks her to call the hospital and say, Miriam, I forgot her last name. They'll figure it out. You know, he basically is like telling her,
Yeah.
call
to
them.
sort it
and
out.
He goes, do this. Like, he basically is like, go do it now. Do you remember what I'm talking about? He sort of like orders.
Oh,
for her.
yeah. He's like, make it happen. Or, whatever he says. Yeah.
really funny.
He ordains it to happen.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And then Carl, the manager of the Angry Trout. What is the Trout?
The Angry Trout Cafe.
You know what, Kevin?
What?
I listen back to all these episodes when I'm editing them.
Yeah.
And I pick up on things that we do, the three of us do.
Mhm.
We all have sort of like our styles of speaking and things we say over and over.
Right?
One thing I've noticed I do a lot is
Yeah.
I will say something and then ask you two if I'm saying it right.
What do you mean?
I just did it. I said, Carl, the manager of Angry Trout or whatever, is that what it's called? That's what I never know if I'm saying the right thing.
But you could just, here's the thing.
What?
You have the presence of mind and the
Sure.
thoughtfulness to stop and say, hey guys, help me out here. Am I saying this right?
Hey,
Am I right on this one?
Right. Correct me if I'm
Correct
wrong.
me if I'm wrong.
Yep.
That
Come at
shows
me.
that you've got some self-awareness, some confidence,
Thanks, dude.
that if someone says, no, you got that wrong, you're not going to get offended.
No.
You're going to say, you know what, I was wrong.
I was wrong.
Thank you for correcting me.
I'm so sorry. I'll leave the room. I'll go think about
What you've
how
done.
I was wrong, and I'll come back,
Yep.
and then we will continue.
Yep. After you've cried for 45 minutes. What do I do? What's something that I do all the time?
What do you say?
I noticed in early episodes I would just say, yeah. Like when you or Noah were saying something, I just go, yeah.
Really?
Just kind of like not have anything to add to
Mhm.
what you're saying. I would just kind of,
I didn't pick up on that.
yeah. Well, I did.
Okay.
What does Noah do?
Noah says, Wait,
Right.
he's a version of that. Something like that.
Right. And what do I say?
I can't remember. I don't know what your
You
thing
didn't pick
is.
up. You didn't pick up on
No,
me?
not really.
I don't have a thing.
Nope.
You know, I've never had a thing,
Uh-huh.
and I've never had a nickname.
What?
I've never had a nickname that's stuck.
No one's called you a nickname? Your parents don't call you something?
Nope.
Kev doesn't count. That's not a nickname.
No, not really.
I never really have either. So
Yeah, you're
that's something we can both share.
Thanks. Your name is just interesting and colorful and fun to say
Thank you.
to begin with. So
People
you
think
don't need to-
it's people think it's initials, but it's not. It's spelled out.
yeah, which is interesting because
It's like
my initials are KC.
What?
Yeah,
Oh my god. Is your what? That's amazing. I never noticed that before.
there you go.
Should we carry on with the episode?
Yeah,
Okay. Carl, the manager of the place.
Carl Anthony Towns, the manager of the Angry Trout Cafe,
He's
is
got
very unhappy with one of his guests.
one of his guests, but he's unhappy in a caring way.
Yes,
He's
Yes.
figured out that he's been donating blood,
Yeah,
and the whole point of this scene is basically for him to tell this guy, I don't like that you're donating blood. You've donated enough. They need the blood, just not from you anymore. Let me pay you for the work you do, and don't pay next month's rent.
yes. He's donating blood in order to pay for rent.
Yes. And he's hooking him up.
Yeah,
And this begins a trail. This leads this episode down a trail of nothing mattering at all.
Yeah.
I might eat crow on this, but the rest of the episode has nothing to do with anything. Well, except for when the two assassinate the guy from the.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh.
So basically, what happens after this is Audrey. We
see
get
Audrey.
the absolute worst intro to a character we've been dying to see.
Yes.
She's standing in a room with who we know is her husband, this guy at a desk who's sleepy.
And
They
just a
talk
weirdo.
about some bullshit about Billy, where he is.
Billy.
I could not handle this scene.
Yeah,
It was upsetting to me.
It was rough. It was rough and tough because earlier before that, you had all the FBI crew hanging out, drinking wine, getting silly, having a good time.
Yeah.
And then you had Ben
Being charming,
Horn.
talking about things that we give a shit about.
That's right. Yes. And then you had Ben Horn doing his thing and
Mm-hmm.
the key, and that was tight. You had Mrs. Palmer being an absolute weirdo, and you're like, what's that all about? And
Yeah.
then you get to Audrey, and you're like, oh, there's Audrey. And then it's just Shinfo
It's awful.
for a good, that was a good chunk of the episode.
Yeah.
That whole scene.
And I guess she did well with what she had to do.
I mean,
But-
yeah, she was good, but performance-wise.
I'm off of it. Hey, you've seen one more episode than I have.
yes.
Is there more with her and what the hell was going on with what they're talking about that matters?
No.
Okay.
I mean, they show up, but
Yeah.
Jesus.
Okay. And then they assassinate that guy.
Fuck me.
They fucking kill the dude, and then
Right, and
the
this kid
son comes out.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I needed that.
And then they go to the roadhouse, and these two people are talking about something stupid.
Yeah. And then that's the episode.
That's it.
So
I'm
you're
fucking
right.
sick. I'm sick of them just like putting two people in talking about stuff that we have no idea what they're talking about.
Yeah. Unless they're trying to show like the new generation.
Who gives
of
a
Twin Peaks.
shit?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. fair
Why?
enough.
What? Why?
Yeah. True.
Oh my god.
Drew
It's
Fig.
awful.
Yeah. Oh God. Some awful shit happens in the next episode. Just wait. I can't wait for you to see
Like-
what it is.
Awful.
You'll know what it
Awful
is
in the
straight
way that
away.
I'm talking about, or
No, awful in a different
like
way.
hard to watch, sort of.
Hard to watch, but yet kind of endearing in the worst way.
Okay, we'll
Yeah.
talk about it.
Yeah.
No Dougie in this one.
No, Dougie. Oh,
No Dougie Jones.
for a moment, we see him play catch with his son. for a
Oh
moment,
yes,
right?
yes. Okay, I forgot that. That was
Gets-
great.
He gets a ball to the baseball to
Yeah.
the chest or whatever it is.
So
That's it.
That's great. That Sonny Jim would have had to get this going. He's been like, "Hey, let's go
come
out in the
here.
back.
Yeah,
You stand here. Put this glove on your hand. Stand here. I'm gonna throw it at you."
yeah.
I love that.
Playing catch together.
Yeah,
Way better than sending email.
way better.
So much better.
So much better. So I give
yeah.
this is by far my least favorite episode of Twin Peaks so far.
Yeah, you know what? I'm there with you.
Not a huge fan of what I saw on the screen.
It's tough because there were episodes where, I mean, like you said, this was so front loaded.
Yeah.
The beginning of
Yeah,
it
it was great.
was awesome.
Yeah, it's cool.
And then it just took a nosedive.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I seem to remember there being episodes that didn't have as high of a high, but didn't have as low of a low either, that were a bit more neutral.
True.
But yeah, this was
not good. I didn't like it. Least favorite, B+.
that's a pretty good grade for your least favorite.
What? I hated it. I hated this episode. I didn't like anything about it. B+.
So, fuck you, Audrey.
Yeah.
No.
She deserves better.
Yeah.
The character Audrey does, I think. Well, we'll see. Again, it may be
I
too
don't
early.
know. Was the
Too early to-
This might be blasphemous, but
Yeah?
was the original Audrey? I mean, was she really that great? The original
No, she
series?
wasn't great, but she was beloved, and she deserves sort of a, I don't know, a little bit more of a grand entrance.
She's
I
a
believe.
what were you calling them?
Legacy.
A legacy character.
Yes.
Legacy character deserves a little bit more.
Where is Ed?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Next one?
Yeah.
Yes.
You still haven't seen it. I've seen it.
I guess this is sort of the anti grand celebrating of legacy characters, though. No one's
Yeah, it
really
is.
been like, gets their like shining moment as
Yeah,
they
that's
walk
true.
on.
That's true.
I mean, the most blatant is Cooper. Like,
Who's
he hasn't even been on the show. He's been on the show, but not as Cooper.
right?
Hawk was pretty good.
Hawk's good.
Hawk's
Yeah.
been great.
So yeah, who was great originally and who's great now? Hawk. I mean, Gordon Cole.
Yeah,
I think he's better this season than the original.
I guess I'm evaluating sort of their entrance
their
to this
entrances.
thing.
Okay.
And I guess everyone's been pretty good except for Audrey and Cooper.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah.
Let's think on it.
Let's think on it. Let's sleep on it.
Let's sleep on it. This was such a great time here at the Double R Diner.
Oh man.
Speaking about our favorite show, Twin Peaks, what we've been watching, reading Mail in the Percolator.
Oh, so great to have mail in the percolator.
It's so great.
Merle in the percolator.
Marlon Perk. Well, Kevin, I've had such a great time,
Oh, such a great time. Thanks.
but all good things come to an end. And
Why can't they just keep going? You know?
why can't they?
can't the good times keep rolling?
It's the way of things. You know? It's like a wave.
If things
Oh, yeah?
just kept going,
Mm-hmm.
then they just probably wouldn't be as good.
True.
It's only the fact that they're going to end.
Kev, I love what you just said there,
Yeah.
and I think we should end on that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Let's get
Let's
a check.
let's get the check. Let's add it up. I think I might cover it all. If you just want to Venmo me, we can do it that way. Does that work for you?
Or you can just buy me a rotisserie chicken next time.
That okay? I'll get the whole thing. You get the whole thing. I'll buy you a rotisserie chicken next time.
Next time.
Is that what you're saying?
You can just pay me forevermore in rotisserie chickens.
Okay. Well, can you give me a second while I email my accountant and see if that's like?
Yeah, send email.
I will send an email to my accountant.
Yeah, send email.
Okay. We'll wait on that. Next week, we're going to find out what my accountant had to say about the rotisserie chicken. And we'll see you next time right here
Right here, right in the same spot.
at the Double R Diner.